Good evening, students. Today I am taking up two topics. One is array of a structure and a nested structure. You all know what is an array, as you have learned in previous classes, that array is a element of same type. So here we will also let us give a basic of an array. Array, if we talk about an array, array will be a value which will be have numbers. For example, I have write 10, then 10 copy of same thing can be used. And if I write 10, the value will start from 0 and it will go till 9. And we can access using any increment or decrement through which I can access that value from 0 to 9. Now, structure, it's a new thing which you are coming across. The structure is something that we have already created two videos regarding structure, first and second. With the third video, so now you know how to create any structure and how to create an object of a structure. Now here, what is nested structure? When we call a nested structure, a structure inside a structure. For example, if this is a structure and let us give it a name. I am giving a name EMP, employee. Now it must have some data type. For example, let us take, I have a data type int A. Now to access int A, I am just creating one more structure and let us giving a detail. Detail will also have some values. For example, let us give it a detail has one value. Let us take it character B. Now, to access this inside this one, I have to create one object. You all know how to create an object. In the previous class, today I told you how 3 ways we can create an object. First, I am creating an object here for employee. For example, employee will have an object OB1. Now, this OB1 is a link between detail to employee. Now, when we talk about this one, I have to create one more structure. For example, to outer world, we have to set up a things in which we can call the previous one. To details, we have an object of detail is created here. Now, how this link will be get created? For example, let us put it to sorry. And now I want to access A. To access A, I will start from which is in an outer world. This is a local and this is a global one. Now, after OB2, now after that, if I want to access B, I can simply write B and I can access this one, OB2 and B. But if I want to access A, which is in employee structure, that is another structure which is nested in this one. So to call that, I will start with OB2 dot OB1 dot and then I will go to A. So this A is getting access how? This is going to this part, from here it is going to here and here it is accessing this. But however for B I am going directly from here and to access this one. For A I am going here, here and from here I am going to this part. This is the two way we are accessing this one. Now I will show you the program how to do these things. Yes, sure. Today, as I mentioned in the previous one, that I will be showing you how to create an array of a structure. Now simply see, I have created one simple structure parameter with employee and I have given two values, that is character name and integer. Then I created a function enter to have a detail. For example, I want to access name. It is within a structure, so I don't need anything, just simply writing a name and it is getting accessed by this. Now, if you are using another option to take a value is using a C name, that is C.getLine name, comma 20, comma, and delimiter should be here, and I am giving delimiter should be in a single quote. If you want to access using a getLine, and then I have a get name. If you are using a Turbo C, for that you have to use a header file stdio.h, and then I have entered age. After this, I have created one simple function to display that name, which is directly taking from character and then the age. To do that, I have taken an array of 3, that is OB1 3. Now, OB1 3 will have 3 variables that will start from 0, 1, 2. To do that, I am going to int name and I have created one function, for loop in which I will access one by one, and that function will be accessing that OB1.enter. Now OB.enter will be taking a value one by one. it will be 0, 1 and 2. Okay, now we have to display what we have entered. So to display, we'll make one function for display, which we have already made. Now we will call each of them using a for loop. Okay. Before for loop, let us give a title heading to them. So I'm giving a heading to, so that we can understand how it is working. Name is there, and then D, and then age. Okay. And we have a ender for new line. To call them, I will use a for loop again for I is equal to 0, I less than 3, and I plus plus. And I call my display, that is disp. So using that, again I will use ob1, and again I will use I for the accessing each one by one, I, and then I am using disp. Now this will display them one by one. Let us run this program and check it out. Okay, let us give it end. Employee name, Saurav, age 30, name of the employee, and employee age is equal to 23, employee name Raja, and employee, let us put it 31. Now it will display them age. This way, using a string array to display the name. See, name and age has been displayed using an array. I modify this program and make it a nested structure. To be a nested structure, I have to create one more structure. Let us create one more structure and then access each of them. And let us the name of this be a detail, and I am using this name and age I will use in that structure. So this is my structure. I am creating my new structure and giving it a name, detail, struct detail. For this, let me close this structure for structure, close, and in detail I am creating two variables, and that is this variable which I am using at present here, and I am taking one variable which will be in the form of salary. I am using float salary. Before this, let me call that structure which we have already declared at the top and making a nested structure inside. I am writing it EMP, and let us write an object OBE from a now. Salary can be accessed directly, so we can write it here directly. Cout enter the salary. As salary declared in this one, I don't need any reference. I'm simply C in, and I write salary. But to access the age, it is not in this structure. It is in the previous EMP. So to access that one, I need an object which I already have created, OBE, and let us put a dot, and age will be accessed using OBE. And to display also, we need OBE as an object because it is in OB, and for age also I am putting it OBE. But however, for salary I don't need OB. I can simply write salary. Now see, salary is in this one, so I don't need any object to call salary. However, as I am creating one in the object one in the structure detail, I am using OB is a structure to call EMP. Now for display also we need 3, that's okay. And now to make it display I am using one more, that is salary. Okay. Now if I run this program, I have not changed much changes I have done. I have simply introduced one more structure, that is the structure name was detail, and it is carrying forward the object of first one, that is employee. This was the display when we use the first one. Now I will run this program again and see this program will having the access to the first structure and then the second structure. For example, employee name as I entered, I am entering the same thing. Let us write it Peter, and then age of the Peter is 23 and its salary has been, let us put 20,000. Again employee name I am choosing Roger and its age is 25 and salary 25,000, and third name let us read name is John. And age is, let us be 25 and salary is 34,000. Now see, same thing I am using a nested structure and calling one by one. Now let me show you one thing. If I want to call directly from here the object of salary and I want to display them separately, here I am not using any display method. I am directly displaying from the first one. So for that, what I need to do? Okay. Cout. Now first one I have to go to OB1 and then I write I as a, then I will go to inside the structure which I have made OBE, and then I will access name. Now here there is 3 steps. First I go to last structure, then go to first structure, and then I access the variable of inside that. Again, if same way if I want to access the age, I will go OB1 I dot BE, and then I am accessing age. Simply I am doing again for the salary. For salary I don't have to go inside the OBE. I can go to OB1 and I put I and dot, and then I can access salary. This one is the other way I am using it. Let me run this program. Let's use a tab here. This Peter, age is equal to 20, salary is equal to 12,000, employee name is Helen, age is equal to 20, salary 23,000, and then employee name is equal to Geo, age is equal to 31, salary 35,000. Now see, this is the way it will be display of nested structure.